5 free winners for Sunday coming right up. I'll be covering the NBA playoffs, Major League Baseball, even a little soccer on today's edition of the Power 5. But first, big thanks to all of you that joined me last night for the 5% max bet on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Didn't even need those 4 points, did we? I said they were the better team, and the T-Wolves made a franchise playoff record 21 threes en route to a 117-95 blowout of the Lakers. For me, it's now an unreal 75-49 all sports run over at WagerTalk.com, up 65 units of profit during that 75-49 all sports run. That includes a red-hot 11-3 record the last 7 days. Did pretty well on the show yesterday as well. We had a pitching change, but hit 3 of the other 4 plays. That included one in soccer with the over in Newcastle United Aston Villa, which was also a 3% client release that you got for free by watching the Power 5. Right now, going to give you all you loyal Power 5 viewers another free 3% soccer winner in the Bundesliga. Take Borussia Monchengladbach plus 1.5 versus Borussia Dortmund, 11:30 a.m. Eastern on ESPN+. Simply put, it's a terrible spot for Dortmund to be laying 1.5 against a capable opponent coming off that exit in the Champions League midweek. Don't forget Dortmund also had their Classicer last weekend versus Bayern Munich. They were fortunate to end up with a 2-2 draw on that one. Remember, I said take the plus 1.5 with them in that particular fixture. But this is now going to be Dortmund's 4th match in the last 12 days, while it's only Gladbach's 2nd in the same span. We don't need the visitors to win here or even play to a draw. Just stay within 1 goal. I think they do that pretty easily. A reminder, in addition to the records I mentioned earlier, I'm also number 1 in net units with all soccer plays at WagerTalk over the last 365 days. Right now, a 7-day all-access pass for soccer costs just $59. There's a lot of soccer on tap this week, so I suggest you take advantage of WT.buzz/BP. Of course, you can get all of my plays. Soccer, Major League Baseball, where I'm on a 12-3 run, NBA 2-0 to start the playoffs, including that big 5% winner last night. You get everything for the next 7 days for just $77. Again, WT.buzz/BP. All right, as I'm running through the rest of today's free picks, don't forget to smash that like button when you're in agreement. Let's quickly run through some MLB as I've got 3 early games for you. I like the over 8 in Guardians Pirates, 1:35 Eastern at PNC Park. Would not play it any higher than 8. I know yesterday was low scoring, but the first game of the series, it saw 17 runs scored. That was back on Friday. In fact, prior to yesterday's game, the Guardians' 4 previous games all saw 9 or more total runs scored. Not a huge believer in either starter here, even though both Logan Allen for Cleveland and Mitch Keller for Pittsburgh are coming off good starts. Over is the way to play this one. Conversely, I like the under 8.5 in Marlins Phillies at 1:35 Eastern, even though these teams combined for 21 runs on Saturday. That included a 6-run ninth by Miami. Don't think we'll see that again. Philly starter Jesus Luzardo has allowed 3 earned runs or less in all 4 starts thus far. I get that 7 of Miami's last 8 games have gone over, plus Philly is on a 6-0 run to the over. Not this time, though. Going against the trend, under 8.5 would play it down to 8. Last one from the Diamond for Sunday is going to be Texas plus 1.5 on the run line versus the Dodgers. Rangers walked it off on Saturday, winning 4-3. Told you to take them yesterday on the Power 5. Betting public coming in hard on the Dodgers for this afternoon's rubber match, 2:35 Eastern. But that has opened up the opportunity to grab the plus 1.5 with Texas. This Rangers pitching staff, guys, just does not allow many runs. And there's still no Ohtani for the Dodgers, remember. Congratulations to him and his wife, by the way. Getting back to the Rangers pitching, though, they've allowed 3 runs or fewer in 14 of 21 games so far, including 7 straight. So they're a good candidate to back plus 1.5, even against the vaunted Dodgers. Tyler Mahle, who gets the starting nod for Texas on Sunday, he's allowed just 2 runs and 8 hits total in his first 4 starts. Time to go ahead and comment down below with your favorite MLB bets for Sunday. I'm on a 12-3 run on the bases right now at WagerTalk. Might add something later this morning. So again, be sure to head on over to WT.buzz/BP. That's where you get all my top plays each and every day. I already have a 4% best bet posted for Sunday in the NBA playoffs, fresh off that massive 5% winner last night on the T-Wolves. Ready to cash again. 2-0 start to the playoffs, like I mentioned earlier. I had a best bet with the Grizzlies, plus 7 against the Warriors back in the play-in tournament. Here's a free one in the NBA for Sunday. This is how we're going to round out the Power 5. It's a player prop, very first game, Grizzlies Thunder, 1 p.m. Eastern on ABC. I like John Morant over 5.5 assists. I know the Grizz are sort of up against it here, facing the best team in the league. But Morant had 9 assists in that win over Dallas the other night. He's had at least 6 assists, 15 of his last 18 games. He averages 7.3 assists per game for the season. We know Memphis is going to look to play fast. That should only add to the assist opportunities for Mr. Morant. All right, recap time here on the Power 5. In case you missed anything, In the Bundesliga at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, I like Borussia Monchengladbach plus 1.5 against Borussia Dortmund. In MLB, I like the over 8 on Guardians Pirates, under 8.5 Marlins Phillies, and then Texas plus 1.5 on the run line versus the Dodgers. Last but not least, NBA playoffs. First game off the board, Ja Morant of Memphis, over 5.5 assists against Oklahoma City. That is going to do it for me. A reminder to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks to all of you that got us to 200,000 subscribers here on the WagerTalk YouTube channel. Hope you enjoyed the Power 5 today. Smash that like button if you did. I'll be back Monday. Until then, let's cash some tickets.